Hey, I'm gonna be making a peanut butter sandwich from instructions written by a student. I have them right here on my old phone. I just took a picture of them, so let's get right into it. Sorry for the background noise, and I'm talking quiet. My boyfriend is asleep on the couch, so I will make it work as best as I can. But step one, open your bag of bread and take out 2 pieces of bread. Alright, so I have my trusty bag of bread right here, which I don't normally eat bread. I'm also allergic to peanut butter, but as long as I don't eat it, you know, it is what it is. Let me set this down. This is a little goofy, but it works. I'll be taking out 2 pieces of bread. Exactly 2 pieces. Not the butter of the bread. Well, actually, I'm gonna use, no, it's the butter of the bread kind of keeps it sealed, so 2 pieces of bread. I'm not gonna waste this. I will bag it up for my boyfriend to eat later, because I feel bad wasting food, but, you know, it is what it is. So I have myself 2 pieces of bread. Alright, 2 pieces. Very nice, very nice. Next instruction. Boom, 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 boom. Step 2, open your drawer and take out a butter knife. Alright. I have a butter knife. I'm not totally following the instructions because I'm not going to hold the phone and the bread and the butter knife while I do this, so I got the butter knife. It's going to go in my pocket just so I don't have to worry about it. Step 3, open your cupboard, take out your peanut butter. I keep it in the pantry, so, you know, close enough. But, boop, 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 boop. Let's see. I don't actually know where it is because I don't use it. Oh, but it's right here. So, we have our peanut butter. Very nice, very nice. Alright, got the peanut butter. I am going to set it down because I don't want to carry it this whole time, even though the instructions never even say that. They should say, set it down. But whatever. So, I have 2 pieces of bread, peanut butter, a knife in my pocket, and step 4, open your fridge and take out your jelly. I do in fact have jelly. Let's see. I got some strawberry preserves is what it's called, which is kind of scary, but it works. Again, I don't eat it, but it works. So I have my jelly, which I should be carrying, but I have 2 phones in my hand. I'm not going to do this. Step 5. For step 5, I'm going to go to an area where I can make the peanut butter and sandwich, which the instructions never specify to do. But I'm not gonna, what do I, make it standing up? Make it in the air? I mean, come on, get with it. Should be able to see fairly well what I'm about to do here, but we have our jelly, our peanut butter, 2 pieces of bread, and a butter knife. No plate. No plate? Are you kidding me? Alright. We have bread on the comforter. Alright. Step 5. Using your butter knife, spread about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter onto one side of your bread. Alright. Didn't say to open the lid now, did you? So, I guess this is how it's gonna work. I don't know how I'm gonna get peanut butter out of this. God, this smells awful. I hate peanut butter. Not only am I allergic to it, I just hate it. So, okay, for all intents and purposes, I am going to remove the lid, even though removing the lid isn't a part of the instructions, alright? I'm clowning on this student because I did this same exact setup in middle school, and I wrote the instructions better than this fucking college student, alright? So, get it together, girl. Yeah, I'm clowning on her because I did better in middle school. This is a college student writing this shit, alright? And not even taking off the lid. Gross, I don't even want to set this down. Alright, about 2 tablespoons. Let's see, this is about 1, this is about maybe 2. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I'm like gagging, this is disgusting. Alright, exactly what it says. Spread about 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on the one side of the bread. It doesn't specify what side, so what if I put it on here? What if I put it on the top? You know, that's a side of the bread, right? I could put it right here on this little thin strip on the bottom. How about you tell me to put it on the face of the bread, one side of the face, alright? Because that would make more sense. Alright. Spreading the peanut butter. Does it say to spread it? Yeah, it says spread it, so I will spread it. It's a nice little spread, covering about the whole face. about 2 tablespoons. That was a good amount. I've never made a peanut butter and jelly because I don't eat peanut butter, but it looks good. It smells horrible, it tastes horrible. I can't lick my fingers. Anyway, step 6, rinse your butter knife. I will go rinse my butter knife real quick. Funny how she includes rinse your butter knife, but not remove the lid. Fun fact, you can't rinse peanut butter off a knife. It simply doesn't happen. It doesn't just rinse off. You gotta, so I used a paper towel and I wiped it off. Because I'm not gonna leave peanut butter and get it all in the jelly, because I do use that jelly sometimes. Sometimes. I don't really, actually. But anyway, I don't want peanut butter all in the jelly, so instead of just rinsing the knife, I rinsed it and wiped it off. I washed it. I washed the knife. Wash the knife. Anyway. Boom! I'm not gonna stab the lid of the jelly. I know she didn't say remove the lid, so let's see. Step 6 was rinse your butter knife. Step 7, using your butter knife, spread about 2 tablespoons of jelly on the one side of your second piece of bread. Again, no removing the lid. I'm not gonna stab this one. This is a much stronger lid. That one's just plastic. I can just tape over it. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah, I can see why it says don't take off the lid, or it doesn't even say, but that was tough. Anyway, about 2 tablespoons of jelly, which is almost the last of it, actually. We got about 2 tablespoons of jelly. Again, it only says one side of the bread. It doesn't say the face, it doesn't say the largest side, so I could use this kind of like annoying part where it leads into the butt. I'm going to use this side because I'm smart. I'm not going to put it on the thin side, alright? She should have specified again. This is a middle school project. Why am I doing this shit in college, alright? Man, I love paying, $500 per class? I love paying $500 for this class to do shit I did in middle school, alright? This is ridiculous. In any case, I would like to get an A, so here we go. We have a lot of jelly. This is probably actually too much jelly. I think I grabbed more than 2 tablespoons. And it's not spreading, but that's the fault of my jelly. Cause oh man, that is a struggle. So we have spread. We now have 2 peanut butter, or 2 halves of a peanut butter sandwich, essentially. Gross and gross. Final step 8, put the 2 pieces of bread together, making sure the sides of the jelly and peanut butter are touching each other. The one thing she did right. Let's go. Boom. Successful PB&J. It was only successful because I didn't follow her instructions, alright? That fell over, whatever. But we have a lovely destroyed lid because she didn't say to take off the lid. This is what happens when you poorly write instructions, alright? Oh, gross, I just got it all over the comfort. Whatever, I'm gonna clean all of this up. Project is done. I followed her instructions. What would have been, if I followed her instructions to a T, I would not have been able to make this sandwich, alright? It would not have happened. I would have had 2 broken lids. I don't have a plate. I don't have a plate. This is just sitting on my bed, which is gross, but, I can speak louder in here, so that's my choice, my fault. But a plate would have been nice. Just saying. And, take off the lids. Obviously, there's a lot wrong with this, so, do better. Do better. Both the teacher who assigned this assignment sucks. It's a very childish assignment, and I don't want to pay a ton of money to do this, alright? And also, this student is an idiot, alright? I wrote better instructions in middle school. I had middle schoolers do this better, alright? The same goddamn thing happened where they forgot to say, oh, take off the lid. That's how I knew I was gonna stab the fucking jar. Alright, so, I don't know what you want me to say. What? Power of communication? I learned that you have to be more specific. That's stupid, because, obviously I'm gonna know to take off the lid to make a peanut. I'm not gonna follow this to a T, alright? You don't need perfect instructions, okay? And I get that it's important if you're telling someone to write, an Excel sheet or, a document, and you want it done, a specific way. Be like, yeah, include this specifically. Use this specific font, that's when you need specific instructions, alright? But to make a PB&J, what is this teaching me? What is this teaching me, all right? I mean, what am I supposed to learn here? That what? Communication, like, I can't assume to take off a jar lid. I'm supposed to follow it to a T. No, because we all have common sense. We're adults here, all right? Middle schoolers are going to be stupid and they're going to maybe do some dumb things like that. They need specific instructions. And if you plan on teaching kids, yeah, if I was taking a class where it was like, I don't know, education, if I was planning to become a teacher and I'm teaching younger students, yeah, I would want to realize I need specific instructions. I'm going to be working with adults. I'm an adult. I'm taking bookkeeping and accounting is going to be my degree. I'm taking business English. Why am I doing this? All right. Anyway, I did it. I expect 100. That's that.